Welcome to your open house marketing setup and follow-up class with Connie.
Tyson.
Christy.
And we're going to talk to you today about setting up your open house in Matrix, the different ways that you can market your open house, the requirements for selection to be selected by the association to be featured in South Florida Open House Search, how to use Agent 3000 to create flyers and an open house registration page, RPR mobile, Photify, social media, and so much more. To get started, always miamirealtors.com. Click over, and we're going to start by clicking in South Florida Open House, this tile right here. This page has information on South Florida Open House Week and Property Showcase, which features over 49,000 properties, and it happens December 3rd through the 8th. Also has links to the consumer pages, South Florida Open House Search, South Florida Property Search, South Florida Commercial Property Search, as well as tips and videos, how to make your residential property VIP Pick of the Week, and how to make your commercial property VIP of the Week. And the videos are available in English and in Spanish. We have a dedicated YouTube channel, youtube.com/miamitrainers, and a playlist that will have videos like this one available to you. Simply visit youtube.com/miamitrainers and or select the Property Showcase video selection here. Now we're going to go over how to create the open house with Matrix.
All right, now in order to add an open house so that all agents and the public know that your open house is available, you're going to add that specifically in the MLS system. Now we're going to go directly into Matrix, and we're going to add that open house, and we're going to go right here where you see add and edit, and then we're going to move down into the section listings. And then you should have a listing available in order to add this open house. Now that listing needs to be specifically in active status. You're not going to be able to add a open house for a listing that is under coming soon. All right, we're going to go ahead and add that open house for a test listing. Once we click on that listing, it's going to take us right here into the modified listing page. And to add an open house, we're going to go right here where you see open houses. All right, now this button is automatically turned on. Leave this alone where it says active yes. And there's different types of open houses to consider. There is broker open, public, virtual broker only, and virtual public. There are a little bit of some differences between these selections, and we're going to cover the differences now. All right, the very first one is broker open. These are typically in the Miami Beach area on Tuesdays and everywhere else on Wednesdays. Again, that is the traditional way that we had broker open houses available a couple of years ago, but you can typically have a broker open house any day of the week. These are typically for agents and brokers to preview a property before their customer sees it. We also have public open house, as well as some virtual options, which is virtual broker only or virtual public. If you are entering a open house that is virtual, make sure to add the URL that goes directly to that virtual showing, be that a live session via Zoom. Add the Zoom link located right here, or a YouTube link can also go within this section. What we're going to go ahead and do is put in a standard public open house. We're going to go ahead and select the date. The very first one that we're going to put in is November the 30th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. One thing that you want to make sure that you do is select PM if you're going to have them in the afternoon for both the start and end time. That way it publicates to the online websites. Again, super duper important to not miss these buttons. You can also add a description of the open house. For example, we will have refreshments. I'm going to go ahead and put that under description. Refreshments will be provided. And we're also going to have an open house the very next day. On Sunday, we're going to go ahead and add that as well. Once you're done adding the open houses, simply click on Submit Listing and make sure that you can search for your open house within the MLS. In order to find your property that is listed as an open house, go all the way up to the very top where you see search, move down where you see open house, give that a click, Select the type of open house that you've created in the system. Select the date. I'm going to go ahead and select the 30th and the 1st. Enter a portion of the address of my listing. Click on results. And both the open houses that I've entered into the system are searchable in the MLS. Another thing to keep in mind when you add open houses into the MLS, you want to make sure that you add them within 2 business days of that open house. That way we can make sure that it appears on all websites, including, for example, realtor.com, the South Florida open house website as well.
Now we're back on our South Florida Open House Weekend Property Showcase page. And from here, you can click to South Florida Open House Search. The South Florida Open House Search page is a page for consumers to come in and search for sale or for rent open houses. They can search by address, MLS number, or location, by date, and additional filters, including property type, prices, beds and bath, dates, and other. They can also come to the top and click Open Houses, select a property, review the property photos, see when is the next open house, property description, download and share, request a showing, get more information, get property details, location, and very important here, Miami members have local logic location provided with daycare, grocery, elementary schools, high schools, parks, pedestrian-friendly information, shopping, quiet area, and location info around the property, as well as similar listings. A consumer-friendly open house search page. And now to talk to you a little bit about making sure that your open house has your photo available is Tyson again.
All right, now the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is make sure that we have our photo added. Again, that is one of the requirements in order for our listing to be featured. And we're going to go to the same exact place where we were earlier. We're going to go right up to the section Add and Edit so that we can add our agent photo. Now, as soon as we're here, we're going to make sure that we see the section Roster. And then under this section, Quick Modify, we're going to enter our license number, the exact same ID that you use to sign into the MLS system. So make sure that you do not put SL or BK. Again, just the name, just the ID that you use to sign into the MLS. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my name. I'm going to click on Edit. That's going to take me directly into the Modify section. And then in order for me to add my photo, I'm going to go right here where you see Manage Photos. And then from there, sometimes you may have an older photo that you've used before. If you no longer want to use that photo, make sure that you remove it. I'm going to go ahead and click on the little square here because I have a new photo. I'm going to go ahead and click on Delete Checked. Click on OK. That's going to remove the old photo. Now, what I can go ahead and do is access my computer in order to upload the new photo. One thing I want to make sure I mention when it comes to photos, needs to be a JPEG file. The system does not take .png files. Make sure that it is a JPEG. In order to access the photo, click right here, click on Browse. That's going to take you directly into your computer, and then select the correct photo that you want to appear on online websites. All right, I found mine. I'm going to click on Upload, but there's one more step. Click the little square here, and then click on Certify and Save. And within an hour, you will be able to find that photo under the agent search and online websites as well.
Now on South Florida OpenHouseSearch.com, we want to talk to you about getting featured as VIP of the week. And there are 3 requirements to be featured. Number 1, that your listing have clear photos. Number 2, that your remarks are great. And number 3, that your agent photo that Tyson just described how to make sure that you add in are available in Matrix.
So we're going to go ahead and go into Agent 3000 and take advantage of some amazing marketing solutions built into the system. And everything that we're going to cover today is included within Agent 3000, absolutely free. Now, before we jump into the system to create what we're going to go ahead and do is create a beautiful buyer's guide so that we can include within any kind of marketing solutions for an open house. We're going to create a beautiful open house registration page that we can share. Now, before we do that, the very first thing that you want to make sure that you do is add your information before we generate content. So we're going to go right here where you see the green circle. Right here, this is the settings button. Once we're there, we want to make sure that we visit what we have in the profile section, including our name. Make sure that we have all of our name information, our brokerage's information, our direct phone number, office fax, email, and website. Again, make sure to come down, especially into this section. This is going to show up in that buyer's guide that we create, include your direct telephone number, email address, and your website right here. Now, we're not done. We need to now go into the logo section. Make sure to choose your logo. You can upload that there. Once you select the file, click on upload, and of course, include your agent photo. Go directly into the photo section, and then add your photo within the section, and then click on upload. Once done, click on close, and we're going to go ahead and generate the content now. Now, first, what we're going to go ahead and do is create that buyer guide. So we're going to move down, and then we're going to go directly into the section, brand and market, and we're going to access the branded ebooks section. All right, now there's different types of ebooks that you have access to generating, such as the seller's guide 5 hacks, buyer's guide, and then, of course, a first-time home buyer's guide. For this demonstration for the open house that we're going to have, we're going to select the buyer's guide. All right. We're going to include our photo. This is automatically check marked, as well as the logo. And we can put a little bit of a biography of ourselves. Again, I did say little. Make sure that you keep it at a minimum, as there's only a certain amount of text that's going to show up in that bio. All right. And then once you select the buyer's guide, click on create ebook and be patient. You can wait until you see it down here, and you will also get an email confirmation letting you know as soon as the buyer's guide has been generated. All right, now there's a couple of different ways to share the buyer's guide. You can, of course, grab a link of the guide. That way you can share it on WhatsApp, social media, email as well. There's also a ebook for the buyer's guide that you can put on your website, which is the option to include embedded code. If you want to download the full guide, maybe email it directly to a customer. There is the download ebook PDF. And if you just want a cover image, which I'm going to click on real quick, this will allow you to, let me go ahead and close this Zoom session, guys. Sorry, didn't realize these opened up. Okay. This will automatically load your home buyer guide. This is going to allow you to have a little screenshot of the very first page, and you can also provide a link to the guide when you share it on social media. All right. What we're going to go ahead and do is click on the PDF URL, because this allows me to grab the link within my browser that I can share wherever a link goes. And I want to go ahead and preview real quick the home buyer guide. All right. So this is the very first page. Again, it is going to have your information that you prepared it, including your name, any designations and certifications that you may have, as well as your brokerage, your direct telephone number, your email, and your website within the guide. And it's going to include a table of contents for that buyer, letting them know all of the experiences that they will have when they decide to purchase a home, including all of the steps, including when they submit their offer all the way to closing. And we have that table of contents. We have page 3, 10 steps of the home buying process, page 13, timeline of events, page 14, upfront costs, closing costs, my contact information, and FAQs. Again, frequently asked questions on the home buying experience. So we're just going to go through this real quick. Step 1, hire a realtor. 5 reasons why they should hire you as their realtor. You guys are great at paperwork, experience, negotiations, pricing, understanding of current market conditions. And step 2, pre-approval. Step 3, let's discuss your want and needs. Step 4, negotiating your terms with confidence. including price, earnest money, terms and conditions, inclusions and exclusions, and of course, closing date, what to expect and what will be looked at during the inspection process. Again, step 6, submit loan to lender. Step 7, order appraisal and title work. Step 8, clear to close. And of course, step 9, get ready for the closing. Step 10, we have reached the closing day. And then a beautiful timeline of events, information on upfront closing costs. And the very last page is going to have your information branded, including your agent photo, your contact information as well. All right, so that was a quick little rundown of the buyer's guide. What I'm going to go ahead and do is take the link directly to the guide. We're going to use that in just a moment. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is create a open house registration that we can share via a text message. We can also email this directly to those going to the open house. All right, now this is in a different section, so I am going to collapse the brand and market section, and we're going to move down into open houses. All right, what we're going to go ahead and cover is the open house page that we can create and share directly as a part of the open house registration. Now I am going to go ahead and grab my listing. All right, and we're going to go ahead and supply that right here. We're going to click on the listing. And just like what we did in Matrix, we're going to go ahead and schedule it. But first, we're going to add a photo of the property. We're going to select the best one that we have available. We're going to schedule the date of the open house. I'm going to go ahead and select, for this example, the 23rd of November. We can select a color theme, such as light or dark. And then this part is lead capture. We're going to tell that open house registration page exactly the information that we want to get once consumers register. So we have the ability to include the guest's first name, last name, email address, phone number, as well as, are you working with another agent? Where did you hear about this open house, which is amazing when it comes to making sure that we know exactly what marketing is working. And we also have, how soon are you looking to purchase? For this sample, we're going to go ahead and select, are you working with another agent? As well as, where did you hear about this open house? And how soon are you looking to purchase? We're also going to add our photo. This section right here, we can verify if we have the correct information. And if you have the upgrade for Agent 3000, this section right here, number 7, will automatically allow you to create groups. That way, someone that registers and attends the open house, you can have them automatically go into your Agent 3000 CRM. I would suggest to create a prospect group. Again, this section right here is if you have the upgrade for Agent 3000. All right, further down, we do have a QR code URL, and we have a option for the email that automatically inputs a subject, but we can change it. For example, if I want to say something a little bit different, I can put something like, thank you for visiting us today. And then we can update as well the guest email message if we would like. What I'm going to go ahead and do is also put within this section a URL for the buyer's guide. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the following. I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. Again, with my information included. All right. From there, what I'm going to go ahead and do is launch and create this registration. I'm going to click on save. Once you're done, you do not have to wait. It will automatically show up at the very bottom. From here, I can click on it to preview it. If I do want to email it directly from the Agent 3000 system, I can click on email link. If I want to maybe make a modification and edit it, we do have an edit button as well as a delete button over here on the right. All right, we're going to go ahead and preview our creation for the open house registration. Again, it's going to have our information loaded here in the top left corner, as well as a QR code, plus the bedrooms and bathrooms, square feet, and the asking price of the seller. And this is the lead generation part that I discussed earlier, where we can get the consumer's first name, last name, email address, telephone number. Are they already working with a realtor or not? How soon are you looking to purchase? and where did you hear about this open house? Again, these are going to be pick lists. So, for example, under how soon are you looking to purchase? We have immediately, 3 to 6 months, over 6 months, just looking. And right here where we have, where did you hear about this open house? We have social media, magazine, newspaper, website, friend, and other. Again, great information. So we know exactly what marketing solutions are assisting us. All right, so that is a quick little rundown of the open house registration. Once consumers begin to register within the Agent 3000 system, if you want to see everyone that is registering for that open house, under this section, open houses, you're going to see a section here that says open house guests. This is going to show you everyone that has registered to go to that open house located right here.
Your open house guests may have questions about the market, the schools, the home, and more. We can prepare an RPR. To get started, add in the address under location. From here, take a moment to research your area. You can do so by moving from property information into map location. This will give you access to the homes around your property. Take a moment to click on the minus sign on the top right-hand corner and verify if there's any active listings in your area. If you have guests that are interested in attending your open house, our recommendation is to create a buyer tour after your open house. Any visitors that registered with you can be invited to do so. After your open house, invite those guests to your tour. Take a second and schedule appointments that day so you can take them. This will ensure that you have a stronger relationship with them and increase the chances of you working in the future together. To save a property, click on the tab and select the heart. Move through the map until you've located all of the properties that you'd like to request the tour from. If you scroll up, you can find these under My Work within My Saved Properties. Once we have our tour secured, move into Market Trends. This will ensure that you have talking points for any of your guests that ask you about the market. On the top right-hand corner, the property type will be selected. We currently can see the months of inventory, the list to sold price, the median days on market, as well as the median sold price in the area. You can share this by clicking on Share, More, and downloading as a JPEG. Lastly, have reports on hand. You can create these reports by tapping on Create Report on the top right-hand corner. Tap on Create Report to access that menu. If consumers have questions about the specific address, have the property report on hand. If consumers are interested in the market activity report is a great option. Consumers asking you about the neighborhood will be pleased to receive the neighborhood report, and any consumers interested in the schools in the area will benefit for accessing the school report. Let's practice on how we can run one of these reports. We'll choose the market activity report. Once you've selected the desired report, click on the plus Customize button and review what will be included. Information like market snapshot, estimated home values, and changes of values within the last 12 months will be available. Also, the consumer will learn if there's any concentration of distressed properties in the area. We can scroll down and choose our range. We can choose to see what's happened in the last 3 days, in the last 7 days, in the last month, quarter, or in the last 6 months. At this time, my preference is the last 3 months. We can choose to include properties for sale and properties for lease. I will be selecting for sale. We also can choose our change types. At this time, I would like to share new listings, closed properties, and open houses. The property type that I'll be selecting is single family. We can drill down further and review the bedrooms and the bath information. We finish by clicking on Run Report. Clicking on Close, we can wait until our report is complete. Where do you find your reports? Scroll up on the same page to find your finalizing reports. At this time, I've prepared with the market activity report. Let's download to preview. These reports have won listings in the past. They are branded to you. They are detailed and professional. Easy to read and also available not only on your desktop, but we can text it from our mobile app. All of this information is available on RPR Mobile. I'm going to tap on Home and share with you the QR code by tapping on the RPR Mobile icon. Scan the QR code to access the RPR Mobile. We work on the go. If you're interested in RPR, we also have Photofy to create amazing open house posts. Let's take a second to show you all of the mobile apps that are available before we jump into RPR. Within miamirealtor.com, within the search, key in the word mobile to find mobile apps. This will give you all of the apps that are available to use directly from your phone as you work on the go. Let's switch into RPR Mobile to be ready to send out those reports. The RPR Mobile app will give you any of the work that you've created, trends, and reports. You can key in the address of your property for on-the-go information. Selecting the address. We'll give you the property card. Also, open houses syndicate directly to RPR. You can run current reports or access the reports that you've created by tapping on the Report tab. Any reports available will be available to share. Select your consumer or open your text. Key in the cell phone number of your attendee and share key information with them on the go. RPR is an open house secret weapon. Now let's move over into Photofy so that you can see all of the amazing templates available specifically for open house that you can brand with your information, such as contact and headshot. Photofy is a free app that you can use. You have multiple templates available for branding onto social media. Some of the templates are provided by Florida Realtors, Miami Realtors, the National Association of Realtors, as well as a personal dashboard. For those of you who have received your C2EX certification, you also have templates available. Your Miami trainers advise that you take that certification. Open house templates are available in 2 locations, Florida Realtors as well as Miami Realtors. To find them, select. Once you key in, you can choose Photo Template, clicking on View All. Many campaigns are available for you to share. We also have them formatted by social media template. But let's scroll through here so that we can find the open house options. Take your fingers and pinch outward to expand the images for a better view. Some of the open house options are listed below. Select your preferred template to edit. Tap to add the background. You can select more photos or keep the current selection. Select the picture of your home. Add your headshot. Review your info and be sure to tap to add your logo. Apply your changes and tap on Done on the top right-hand corner. Now, before it processes, the system would like you to review the text before you share. If all is well, tap on Done again, and the system will begin to process. Once the system processes, it's available to share on many social media outlets, such as Instagram, Facebook, Facebook Business, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. We can text it and schedule it out. You also have more share options if you'd like to share it from WhatsApp. Moving on back and tapping on the home key. Let's start over by clicking on Yes and move from Florida Realtor into Miami Realtors. We're going to click to view these templates, and towards the top, you have different campaigns listed. We'll slide through these so that we can find the open house options. They're available under listings. From here, we have both just listed and open house options. Tap to access, tap to open, and this template is fully customizable as well. Between RPR and Photofy, you are ready to market your open house.
Thank you for joining us today for this class. You've learned how to create your open house, how to create an open house registration page, how to market your open house, the requirements for selection for VIP of the week, how to create flyers in Agent 3000, how to create the registration page and share it from Agent 3000, how to use RPR to get reports, information, and data prepared for your open house, how to open RPR Mobile to be able to use it wherever you may need, including at the open house, how to use Photofy to also share on social media your open house information. Thank you for being Miami members. Always more with Miami.